So, guys, we are back and we are talking Serenity Festival. This is the highlight festival of the year, and I'm joined by the creative spark of this festival, Johnny. Johnny, you're bringing creation to Serenity Festival. What does creation mean to you?
Well, firstly, thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm Johnny Allison. I'm a muralist, an artist, and all-round creative, and I'm super excited to be adding my creative spark and initiative to this incredible festival. Serenity is a profound and unique and interesting idea that I think hasn't been done enough. This festival in particular will be focused on creativity this year more than last year. Thus, my involvement is extremely exciting for myself and for my team involved. We're going to be facilitating a lot of creative experiences that I'm excited to talk to you about.
So, Johnny, why is it important for people to do creative things? Like, the last time I did something creative was probably back when I was in primary school and we did like a little art project. But in high school, as soon as I could drop art, that was like one of the first subjects that I would drop. And I think that was the case with most people. So we from maybe like teenage years, most people I would say have done nothing creative. They've gone into work, they've gone into their profession, then they have families, then so why is creativity even important?
Yeah, I think it's a very good and important question that you're asking there. I think what happens with our modern world is we have an adult form of responsibility from a very young age, from the age that you're talking about. During high school, we all seem to understand the lay of the land a bit more and sort of seem to not associate art with monetary value enough. So, thus, it doesn't feel like a worthy exercise to do. But what I feel with regards to that is that creativity is the same, the same thing, or art being the same thing as music, as birds singing songs, as bees making honey. I think it is a deep part of ourselves and our psyche as a species to express ourselves and create. You know, we live in a modern world where we sort of pushing paper clips around a lot and clicking on buttons often, but never actually making anything. And I think there is a decided lack of individuality and self-expression happening because of our modern world and because people have given up um, that thing that we actually all can do and all really love to do as younger children that society has sort of pushed out of us, which is creating art and having fun creating art. So, you know, part of Serenity as well, it's like Grand Central Station where I'm at. I'm so sorry. Uh, Part of Serenity, what we're trying to do with Serenity is almost answer this question that you're asking right now. Like, there is this profound sense of detachment from creativity that we all feel in our modern world as adults. Um, it feels like there isn't that stark connection to it being a product that is now commodifiable and free market tradingable. So why even bother? And we say the reason to bother is to communicate with yourself, not only communicate with the world around you and actually create a beautiful thing, but actually get in touch and get in tune with practices that are ancient, that I think have been divorced from our modern world, that are extremely important to living a holistic life, living a good life.
So I must be honest, I am terrified of painting or drawing something because my drawings, I was never really good at art when I was younger, and my drawings probably look like a 6 year old's drawing. So I'm terrified of putting myself out there with a paintbrush and a paper or a canvas and putting something that someone else would look at and say, "Oh, that was a very nice picture that your daughter put together." I mean, like how do you get someone that feels like that? Because I think a lot of people have this imposter syndrome when it comes to art. They're like, I don't have the skill, I don't have any talent. I've seen what other people can paint. They paint pictures that look like photographs, so they look like amazing. But that's not my skill. So why would I want to create? Because I'm probably good at something else.
Yeah. I think that is a very valid and interesting question to answer because I understand that impulse, and I think that it's a very natural impulse for almost everybody to feel about art. I mean, in a way, it is part of the arts. And what are other arts? I mean, dancing and music, I think, are contemporaries. But I really do want to answer that question by sort of saying, like, the art that I'm trying to practice and that I will be showcasing and inviting people along with me through Serenity is very much focused in the same vein as what the other arts are, like dancing and singing, in the sense that it is, even if you're not a professional dancer and you see people do extravagant, absurdly amazing moves or sing notes that you couldn't possibly get to, one doesn't stop yourself from expressing those avenues within creativity. You do it for the love of the game. You do it for the love of the craft itself. And what I really like about what we're going to be doing at Serenity is we are going to make it idiot proof. We're going to make it focused on the fun. We're going to make it focused on the self expression. And what Serenity is all about is reconnecting back to yourself. So through the medium of art, there will be a lot of expressive splashing paint parties. There will be actual physical one-on-one workshops. I will be there creating large-scale murals. We're going to have a lot of these different executional aspects that people will be able to participate in no matter which level of creative experience they have, and that it is not profoundly and wholly set on the product that you create at the end, but the process of creating, of learning, of connecting with people around you through this medium. I'm profoundly excited to be a part and facilitate this thing because I've always long felt that art, in a way, gets the worst rap out of all of the arts because um, it is slurped up by our commodification culture, our free market economy, feeling like if you can't somehow make this product that you're spending time with monetizable, it's not worth pursuing, it's not worth trying. And I feel like, not to repeat myself, it is a part of the arts and it is a part of the process. And I think the process is profound. And I think we will be able to connect people to that process without them having to have a sense of skill. That is why a facilitator like me and my team will be there, is we will be able to usher in and connect people to a meaningful and worthy experience without the barrier of years and years of experiencing this craft.
Yeah, that is so cool. And I would urge people to come out and check out the workshops that are on offer. There's a whole range of things that have been curated for the weekend, lots of different activities, and they're really just to get you to start being creative. There's also creative dancing. That's another aspect, and I'll have the videos on that out with the relevant people. But here, when it comes to art, there's just something about it. And I look at my little daughter. She's 7 years old now, and like the room where she's playing is just full of paint everywhere. Like paint on the floor here, paint there. There's crayons there. There's this, that. She's like, she'll never get tired of painting or doing some art project. But we lose that, right, as we grow older. But there's something in there. Like she's just making something, and and she just loves it. It's just
I love that you say that because I found that as well. Like we as children, I like that you bring that up because I found that as well. Like every single child at some stage sort of gets disillusioned by art, but before that, there is this profound and connective thing that we feel towards expression. It's not about. It's almost like comparison. It's almost like this is a signifier of identity and of self and of those things, and losing the experience of actually creating a thing, of enjoying creating a thing. I also think our world becomes extremely technologically based, and sort of moves away from the tactile profoundly. And I want to, and we want to, from Serenity, put back the tactile nature into the artistic experience. Get the hands dirty, make something ugly, make something big, make something interesting. We're, not only am I going to be facilitating an event or two, we're bringing in Ricky Allison from the Grapevine, which is a restaurant and a tea garden and a business that focuses on creative experiences, art workshops, art parties, that are experts in this field that will be at the event showcasing and guiding any and everybody through these experiences smoothly. So yeah, I think with the aptitude, it's almost as adults will be reconnecting with their inner child through this media.
And that is so true because I've sort of reconnected with my inner child by doing all these art projects with my daughter. So, I mean, for the last 3 or 4 years, I've been in sort of a work at home dad. So I'm at home all the time. And I hate the fact that she's always on the cell phone or watching YouTube. So this is one of the things that I get to bond with my daughter. So I've reconnected with myself, with my own inner child by just doing these art things with my little one, and it's been so much fun.
A thing that I've observed in our modern world is there is a profound sense of passivity that we all seem to share as part of modernity. It almost feels like I'm being productive right now by watching a movie because I'm not just on my phone. We have a weird moving goalpost towards letting experiences happen to us rather than actively engage and being a part of experiences. I think in a previous world there was a much more focused aspect on those parts of craft and creation because there wasn't other options. And through our modernity, we have to reconnect to aspects that are meaningful in the process. And I think being tactile, getting your hands dirty, reconnecting with self through craft, through creating something, is what we aim to do at Serenity.
So I like that. So instead of just being the consumer, be the action, take part, create. So instead of just consuming the stuff, be the actual creator. And that has a different power, a different energy, and a different effect on the whole human body, the psyche, and everything. So I want to talk about some exciting stuff that you've got planned for the Serenity Festival. One of the very exciting things is you've got a number of creative teams building different creative.
So as much as we have a competent and incredible team of creatives that have been walking this creative path, creative 4 times in a row, with me. Not only are they my painting partners and assistants on my large-scale murals, but also through these activation spaces, people that I've connected with on the journey of creativity through the last few years. I would also encourage people to reach out to myself and the Serenity team if there is an initiative or they want to be a part of facilitating a creative experience. I think there's a lot of interesting nerves to touch on with regards to our practices that I think people from sort of left of field creative expression places can be a part of it. So facilitating different activities is something to talk about, but what we're also going to be doing is I'm going to be inviting a few artists that have a wonderful set of skills to create large-scale artworks all across the festival to not only draw you in, but pull you through different aspects of the festival. Myself, I'm going to be trying to paint the biggest one, but I'm going to be painting a big scale thematic piece that will come to life throughout the festival, throughout the next few, throughout the first day, the second day, the third day. So through that, we will be watching an entire ecosystem sort of come to life through creativity, through the days that we are there at the festival. Some of the facilities that we're exhibiting all has to do with self-expression, finding oneself, and Yeah, and having fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of what I try to focus on is the enjoyment of the experience. I think creating everything a therapy session is profound and important, but I think we want to focus on fun first, and focus on fun through art, through expression, through different mediums to showcase how you guys can have fun outside of the festival. So not only create objects and artworks and experiences there, but actually have a sense of ownership and power with creativity that can be taken with you away from the festival and connected back into your own life and to your own circle. Because in essence, Serenity, core philosophy, as much as it is trying to be this singular experience, and the singular experience to happen every year, it wants the participants to be an active participant in the event itself, but then also throughout the year after the festival, use those skills to create a more beautiful environment, to create a more beautiful ecosystem around them, create more connected family structures. We're trying to sort of empower people through creativity to not only see it as this exterior abstract force that is unobtainable, but actually this beautiful thing that one can incorporate and imbue inside your daily life to not only connect with yourself, but to people around you.
So you've heard it there, guys. Anyone who's creative, you want to contribute to the festival, get in touch with Johnny. His details are below the video, or get in touch with the Serenity Festival organizers and just come contribute. Let's build something together. If you just want to learn how to be creative, you want to do an art workshop, you want to paint something, there's workshops available. But if you want to create something, that's also an opportunity. We're encouraging everyone to come and create with us at the Serenity Festival.
Yeah, I think murals in particular, so that's my little area of expertise, is quite a difficult space to be a part of. One has to approach it almost from a graffiti place where you want to paint work where you're not allowed to, and that always felt to me extremely morally grey and difficult to do. So Serenity also offers the opportunity and canvases for creatives, up and coming or established, to have a space to showcase their work, to have people engage with their portfolio, and for a community to learn and build on top of each other. So yeah, if you are an upcoming creative and artist, and have seen my work or want to be a part of the mural scene or industry, this is also a wonderful place for you to start and for you to reach out to, because yeah, we're trying to build something really big and awesome. Yeah, and the circle is small, and we're trying to spread as much knowledge and love and connection as possible in our little small creative circle, and we want that circle to be bigger.
And it's community. You use the word community a few times, and I think that's really important. It's the community that's going to build this festival. We're just creating a platform. You're just creating the option, the opportunity, but it's really the community that can come and express and share in the expression of other people. And that's really important, don't you think?
I like what you're saying, and I couldn't actually agree more. You know, community is a strange thing. I think I live in Pretoria, but it's sort of anybody who is in Gauteng and not really in the inner city has a sense of disconnection to a community. We sort of live in a house that's a pod. We get into a car that's a pod, and we go to our work that's a pod, and you live these sort of pod lifestyles to each other. So there is this disassociation and disconnection to your contemporaries and your peers and your culture and your people around you. And I, I for one, and Serenity as a whole, would love to sort of dissolve that perception and actually connect a creative community with each other. People under the same umbrella with the same intention to connect with each other. Because at the end of the day, these sort of medias that we love, and that you're seeing this right now on, and that we're connecting on, is magic and is marvelous. But something that is irreplaceable is that tactile, physical connection, people on people energy, and that's what Serenity really wants to focus on is using the digital, but bring it into that analog and into the real, and creating something real for a community to connect on.
So we're going to close off very soon. You guys have heard a whole bunch of stuff that's happening at Serenity Festival. So much creative activity. Johnny's coming with the passion, with the ideas, with the creative skills. But there's one thing I want you to just share a little bit of, sprinkle some spice on for us. You've got something called a splash room that you're planning, and where people can splash paint. Like what's that about?
I'm so excited to talk about it. I'm talking over you. Um, No, I thank you for bringing that up. I think there are so many different executions and deliverables and parts of this festival that we will be able to connect uniquely with creativity to you guys. Pebble painting, effigy burning, portrait station, subconscious aura drawing, big mural painting, and then this one that is really worthy of talking about is Splash Arena. So the Splash Arena is a unique, self-expressive environment where we will create a cordoned off area for people to let loose and let paint fly, let themselves express themselves through color, through Jackson Pollock-esque freedom, and actually create something profound and meaningful at the end of the festival. Everybody contributes to a singular and holistic creation. This is not only the ethos of this little deliverable, but the entire festival in general. We want everybody to be a part of it. We want everybody to have a piece of it. We want everybody to express and enjoy with us.
You are going to really be sorry if you miss out on this festival. This is a life-changing festival. Me being terrified of the paintbrush, I'm even excited to do some sort of workshop or something.
It's actually better if you don't know anything. Then we can have even more fun. So we're really excited to have you. Thank you so much for this interview and this podcast that we just had. It's extremely exciting. I am bursting with intention and excitement towards everything that we will be hosting. It is a powerful and profound team that has connected together under a really meaningful and beautiful intention. And how could it not be profound with all of those elements connected together?
Exactly. And the word that you used a lot, again, throughout this talk was fun. We want people to have fun because when you're just creating for the fun of it, that's when the creation means the most. Not some sort of in money attached to it or comparing to other people, but just being in the moment, having fun and expressing. So, guys, don't miss out. See you there.
See you there.